and Arrowhead hogs the fawn, gaining confidence along with greed. But there's plenty to go around. Lightning tucks into her piece of the carcass. And like all good tiger mothers, Krishna lets her cubs have the lion's share. Re-energized by a full stomach, the mock battles continue between the two sisters, and they only seem to get worse. A tiger's family doesn't work like we might expect it to. A tiger's family has a dark side. Krishna's main goal is to teach her cubs to be independent and not to kill each other. But this part of Ranthambore is not big enough for 4 grown tigers. Soon, all this play fighting will become a battle for territory. There's always a risk that all this training can backfire on a mother tiger. Can Krishna ultimately hold on to her turf? At 12 months old, the cubs are the equivalent of teenagers. Size-wise, it's hard to tell them apart from their mother. But as far as maturity goes, they still have a long way to go. Friction has intensified between the two sisters. It's like Lightning's jealous of Arrowhead's closeness to their mother. She takes every opportunity to take a swipe at her more passive sibling. Lightning's attacks are becoming more violent, and Krishna has to intervene before they escalate. With all this bullying, Arrowhead starts to lose confidence. Perhaps she feels safer if she walks in her mother's shadow. No more play fights. If Krishna wasn't around, Lightning might seriously injure her sister. The transition to adulthood has begun. Arrowhead tries to escape to the lake area for some hunting practice. But Lightning won't let her out of her sight. By sneaking up behind her sister, she alerts the prey, which ruins any chance of success for either of them. The weaker sister tries to bite back, but Lightning strikes and beats her down again. Krishna moves in fast to break them up. A mother tiger's job is to protect the weaker cub and help build her strength and courage. If navigating the world for her cubs wasn't difficult enough, these teenage years have to be the toughest for a mother tiger. Keeping the competitive sisters from injuring each other is the biggest challenge. She can try to discipline Lightning with a warning growl or a harmless swipe. But her bossy daughter is defiant and ignores her mother. So it seems like the ultimate punishment is for Krishna to ban her from the privilege of walking by her side, to make it clear that she won't tolerate any trouble. Constantly intimidated by her sister, Arrowhead's going through a rough time. She's safe while her mother is there to defend her. But is she strong enough to go it alone? The once close-knit family is developing serious cracks. Just like a sulking teenager feeling rejected and unloved, Lightning leaves her family to try her hand at hunting alone. It's now time to prove her independence and potential to be queen. First stop, her mother's favorite hunting grounds. This tiger cub has the confidence of youth on her side. But does she have the skills yet to pull it off? One of the toughest to master is getting close to prey without them knowing. This is where Lightning lacks experience. She thinks she can just walk right up to them. And if that doesn't work, there's always Plan B. Just go for it. These deer take all tigers seriously, but this one is confusing them. Is she hunting or just patrolling? Lightning has watched her mother create confusion and panic within the herd before, but she's not quite sure what to do after that. It takes guts to charge and actually make the kill. These deer aren't taking any chances. To scatter and flee is the best policy. One final charge. And incredibly, Lightning makes her first solo kill. She's got what it takes to be a successful predator. Arrowhead has caught the scent of her sister's kill. But she's smart enough to be timid in her approach. Unlike her generous mother, her bossy sibling has no intention of sharing. This success has only emboldened Lightning. And she marks her territory to prove it. Now that she can hunt, she's ready for the next step, which does not bode well for her sister or her mother. Is Lightning destined to inherit the throne? Mother Tiger, Krishna, has been gone for a few days now. She's been busy hiding her latest kill. Although she's still driven to feed her cubs, now she eats her share first. The mother-cub separation process has really begun. The three cubs used to look out for each other when Mom was gone. But not these days. The two sisters now deliberately stay out of each other's way. For their brother, it's a different story. He misses his mother and still looks to her for food and comfort. When Krishna does return, the cubs are different. She calls for them, but only her son Bola responds. He's the only one to greet her this time. Together, mother and son go in search of the feuding sisters. They find Lightning alone at the lake. She joins her mother and brother for a cooling bath. But Arrowhead is still missing, so all three of them go and look for her. Arrowhead is back at the fort area to try her luck at hunting a formidable beast, the boar. Because of their sharp tusks, this is a dangerous target for young and inexperienced tigers. Just like Lightning did, she makes a premature dash for it, scattering the boar and hoping for the best. But unlike Lightning, she fails. Tiger cubs are used to failure, but they usually have their mother around to fall back on. So by the time her mom and siblings find Arrowhead, all disputes are forgotten. This cub is happy to see her family and hoping for some dinner. They all head back to the carcass Krishna hid earlier. But it's gone. Their father, Star, has found it and taken the meaty prize for himself. There's not much they can do. Krishna knows it's futile to challenge the resident male tiger, even though he's their dad. But Bola has different ideas. Is his mother trying to restrain him? Her son is unheeding. He makes a daredevil attempt to snatch the carcass from his father, but Star easily knocks him away. Although protectors on one level, male tigers have no problem stealing food from their families. The cubs are only left with the guts and some scraps, but that's not enough. They each need around 4 pounds of meat from every meal now. Krishna will need to hunt again soon, but this may have been their final meal together as a family. While Bola's brave move shows that the cubs are maturing and changing, something dramatic has happened to Arrowhead. Once the weakest cub, she's always been the one to receive special protection from her mother. But now the tables have turned. With all the battles to fight off her sister, she's become the stronger one, and now the bully. She's discovered the full power of her lethal claws and doesn't hesitate to use them against her sister. It's now Lightning's turn to avoid Arrowhead, but there's no real need. Her now dominant sister breaks away from the family unit. Normally, tiger cubs don't separate until they are at least 2 years old. At only 15 months old, is Arrowhead really ready to survive on her own? Krishna's family has broken apart. The cubs live in 2 different locations now. But this mother tiger is not done with raising them yet. Which of her cubs should she care for now? Incredibly, all of them. Krishna shunts between Arrowhead in one place and Lightning and Bola in the other. Never empty-handed. And without Mother around as much, Lightning commandeers dinner and Bola often misses out. He's probably not ready for this family breakup. But the sisters are forcing the split and pushing hard to rule their mother's kingdom. And Krishna doesn't appear to like it. When Lightning starts to show too much dominance, she experiences the full wrath of her mother's anger. And when